What's up, everybody? It is your boy Lewis back with a UFC Fight Night main event prediction for the fight that we're all looking to see in the featherweight division in the fucking making. It's finally going to happen this Saturday, this weekend. Movsar Evloev taking on Lerone Murphy. UFC Fight Night main event predictions. Now, for those of you who don't know, these types of videos exist on the channel, and this is your first time here. This is how we do it. First, we're going to go over the keys for each fighter that they need to do in order to be successful in their fight, and then I will give you my prediction on who I believe is going to win the fight overall. Now, let's get straight into it. The keys for Movsar Evloev tonight. The keys for Evloev tonight. Movsar Evloev. Right, you just got mogged by Movsar. This guy is a veiny machine. I will say this. I did see Movsar Evloev when I left the event of JDM versus Islam at MSG. I saw Movsar. I saw him. He was wearing a suit. That brother looks dense as fuck. I'm going to keep it a stack. He looks very tight, very compact, right? Muscular. You could just tell he's muscular even out, from the suit, right? So some of the keys for Movsar obviously are the takedowns, obviously are the grappling, right? And what I am going to harp on a lot of it, I guess in this fight specifically, is Lerone Murphy, when, at least in the last couple of fights that he has, the guys who've wanted to come into the inside and try to box there and try to grapple there, they've gotten clipped bad. Like, bad. Like, they get hit with elbows, knees, some straight shots. They get caught whenever somebody tries to come in close to Lerone Murphy's grappling range. He's like a sniper, and he makes you pay for wanting to come inside, of the void, as Demetrius Johnson would say. So if Movsar Evloev could get in close without getting caught, that's going to be the thing, because we know his striking isn't the best striking ever, right? So if he has creative ways of trying to mix in those takedowns and mix in the grappling effectively, cut off the cage effectively, to where you cut off like a lot of the attacks that Lerone could potentially be doing, right? Smart, intelligent pressure, the fakes first, draw out some of those attacks, and then go for your takedowns. Go for a single leg, go for a double leg, right? Try to go for the body lock, right? Things like that. So if he is going to try to strike with Lerone, which there will be times where he is on the feet with Lerone, I think this fight probably goes 5 rounds, respectfully. So getting caught is like the biggest thing for him. He has gotten touched up on the feet a little bit, right? But he hasn't been put away. 19-0, right? So we obviously know the takedowns and the grappling, but man, trying to get into his grappling range might be tough without getting caught, but that's what he needs to do in order to successfully engage in the grappling and the takedowns. He needs to. This is paramount that he is able to get through the void and find that grappling range on Lerone Murphy. Moving on to the keys for Lerone Murphy. Easy work, mate. Easy fucking work, mate. The grappling and takedown defense. I wrote that twice. Why? Because it's fucking paramount, okay? I've seen him get taken down by lesser grapplers. Chat. It might be, might be a bit tough. Just going to put that out there. Might be a bit tough for him, okay? So if he does have good takedown defense and his footwork is really good, because takedown defense just isn't stuff in the takedown. It's also the pre-work before you get taken down, or before you potentially get even somebody shoots on you, right? It's all about your footwork. It's all about the strikes that you're throwing. It's all about the feints. It's all about how are you circling, where are you circling to, how close you are to the cage, and how available you're making the opponent. How available are you to the opponent to where he can feel comfortable shooting in on you from a good range, right? I feel like if he makes Movsar start shooting from wide open and not getting anything, and be able to sprawl really well in the open, I think he can make this a really, really tough matchup, right? And also make it boring, right? Lerone Murphy isn't the greatest finisher alive. He's not the greatest fighter alive. He isn't the most exciting when it comes to fighting. He's super fucking technical. And while that is super amazing and that's wonderful for him, it can be boring, right? But he knows how to win a boring fucking decision. He knows how to do that. He's 17-0 for a reason. He hasn't lost. He knows how to get those wins in those tough matchups. Now, he hasn't faced a guy like Movsar Evloev yet. However, it is good experience for him to go those 3 rounds consistently. And now he's just starting to get some finishes, right? So I think it's going to be really paramount of him to try to make this fight boring. And what does that look like? A tippy-tappy stand-up fight on the feet where you win by a strike or 2. That's going to be the boring game plan for Lerone Murphy, right? As long as he does not get taken down, he could potentially tippy-tappy his way to a nice little decision, right? I wouldn't mind that pick of a Lerone Murphy if he's going to tippy-tap his way to a decision and there's no grappling involved, right? I think he's that technical, that sound on the feet to where he can win that exchanges with Movsar Evloev very easily, right? However, this is an MMA fight, and takedowns will be there. But it's super paramount that he is able to defend those takedowns or defend that grappling and do a lot of that pre-work so that he doesn't get taken down as easily. Or even when you get shot in on and it's a nice double leg, you could choose how you land, right? So do those type of things, and I think that he will have a successful time in the octagon. But it is time for the prediction. Who do I think is going to win? It's Movsar Evloev. Okay, I got Movsar Evloev taking this one 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46. All for your winner by unanimous decision. Movsar Evloev. I just think he's too good, right? I just think he's too good in that discipline where if the next guy isn't good enough, you could take advantage of him, right? I think he can potentially strike on the feet. It won't be the most crispy thing you've ever seen, but he could do it, right? He can do it, and sometimes it can be effective, right? Because the threat of the takedown is always there, so his striking is going to be have a lot more openings than just another guy who can't really, defend or shoot in takedowns like that, right? So I think he's at a really good advantage here to where he could potentially make something happen on the feet because of his takedown threats, and he can kind of use the aura of takedown in order to get some shots off on Lerone Murphy up against the cage, right? And really win a tippy-tappy striking battle with Lerone Murphy, who is the king as a tippy-tappy striking battle. So I'm going to go with Movsar Evloev getting this one done by decision. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys for the stream, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for when this fight card starts. I will see you guys there. Take it easy, and peace out.